lot of love, yeah. Heart of love. Going deep, first and 10, call a play, I'm on it. It's a blitz, not again, 46, bring the heat, baby, we ain't punting. Big ball, better trust, Hail Mary just...
Welcome back to Run It Back NASA, and the wait is over. We had our first preseason game to crack the seal open on the season, man. I'm so excited. I couldn't wait, to the point we are diving right into it. Preseason, we don't care if it's the Hall of Fame game. We're covering the running backs. We're watching the film, we're breaking it down, and we're going to see how these people did. I mean, preseason is kind of awkward because you can't really get a good gauge because it's not all ones on ones. But there's a lot of things you can see, especially when you get into this live contact. You're in a game like environment with the crowd and everything. So plays coming from the sideline and just you against some other guys. So it's good to see. There's definitely things you can see from it, but take it with a grain of salt, folks. Don't get all wound up in these preseason games too much. But first, we're going to go over the Detroit Lions running game. Without further ado, let's get right into it. So now the Lions feature two backs mainly, Craig Reynolds and Jabari Small. Both guys did pretty good. I was actually, from the first sight of it, I was impressed by Craig. But yeah, let's get into it. Let's see how it went. This is my first time breaking it down with you guys, so we're really going through this. Okay. First, looks like we got a little zone to the left. Gets penetration from the center. See, as you break that, always got to make the first guy miss. That's your job as a running back. Great job. It widens him. He gets out wide, gets some yards, shoulder down. This may seem so small, but this lets me know he's playing hard. He's trying to win. He's trying to go forward. You love that as a running back, from a running back. Craig Reynolds. As you can see, .65 kind of over pursues, or overreaches, I should say, and gets swiped by. That causes. See if he had anything else. If he gets a solid block here, 52 comes right off to the backer on that double team there. Man, they might have had something if he gets that block. Way to make something out of nothing, though, Craig. I'm not mad at it. Next play. Get some motion. Becomes trips up there. Fake the reverse. From first glance, it looked like he might have cut this one up a little too early. But, sheesh, this is the same guy getting beat. Wow, look how far in the backfield he is. I mean, it's a very cloudy picture as a running back when you see that. You got this guy coming back for a crack block. I kind of like this play. You got the motion. He's coming back. Seal the edge. He's almost like a puller. Wow. Okay. But guy gets beat across his face. I still feel like he may have cut it up too early. It's hard, though. This guy's like 3 yards in the backfield, It's a hard one. Let's see the other angle. Motion. So I would have liked to see him keep it play side. I know what he sees. It looked like 65 was getting demolished across his face. Maybe just he could have played with him a little bit, you know what I mean? Just gave him a little foot action just to stop him, help 65 get back. Then he should have maybe kept it play side, but I understand. 100% what he's seeing here and why he cut it back. In a perfect world, though, you want him to keep it play side. Next play, draw. I love draw. There you go. Got a little bit of room. I would have liked to see him maybe break off this tackle or break away from this guy. I know he still would have been tackled, but like I said, as a running back, your job is to make the first man miss. Let's watch the other angle. Let's see. I mean, because this is all important. Like, even his steps at the beginning of the play. Like, is it getting anybody? Like, is it working? You know what I mean? Because this is what the linebackers are looking for, is this action, these first movements. He kind of got the linebacker on the left. But I'm guessing 40. What was that? 43. Looks like he has a man to man because he's just looking at him the whole time. That's a good tackle by 43. Like to see Reynolds break out of that one though. Got some more motion. Super cloudy. Try to get what you can. Let's see the other angle. See, we got a 2 tight end set. Love a 2 tight end set as a running back with motion. So same thing. So what I'm kind of noticing with him, I know it's early, but once the play kind of if the play malfunctions, okay, that was a good move actually. It didn't look like that from the other angle. But yeah, he did what he can. It's a lot of missed blocks. See, that's the thing about preseason. You know what I mean? You got an O-line out there who most of them are trying to prove themselves. And let's be honest, some of these people don't belong on this field. You know what I mean? In this setting. But nonetheless, you got to make happen what you can make happen. You got to shine. He made the first guy miss. Okay, screen. We love a screen as a running back too. Get some space, see where you go. Screen off the motion. There you go. This is okay. Okay, now it's stuff like this that makes you go, because he found it. Look, catch. Look. Boom. Plant the foot. You see the wall being created? Look how close he is to this outside receiver. He really pressed the toes of this guy out here. Got the defense going out here because your linemen are coming too. It's kind of like, it looks like almost a tunnel screen. But it could have almost turned into that. Good job. I want to see him make that first guy miss. He's going down on contact on that first. When that first guy gets a hold of him, he's kind of going down. I think he's about a 5'11", 216. So, you want to see him run through some tackles. See right there again. Yeah, it's super cloudy, but he follows that fullback. Fullback ends up having to take the D tackle who stunted because 70 didn't get a good block on him. Eyes up. He chased that guy inside too much. He should have immediately got his eyes up. He kind of anticipated and leaned into him, and it kind of made him overplay, which is what they want to do, what they want when they're stunting. That's the whole point of a stunt. You want that lineman to chase so that guy can just come back around the corner. He gets back around the corner. Now they have to waste the fullback on this D lineman. Who's that missed the block up there? Is that a receiver? Yeah, that's a super hard block. I feel like maybe this tight end. I feel like maybe the tight end should have came off and blocked that linebacker, and they let that edge guy go. Yeah, because that's almost an impossible block. That's a good tackle, but I would like to see him kind of break off that. See the other angle. You got good footwork. This is good footwork here. Counter play. You got your puller. 74 is pulling. So 70 just overplayed it a little too much. You want to see him get through there. Boom. You know what I mean? There wasn't another gear. It was just he kind of knew he was gonna get tackled. He saw the guy. Got more motion. Zone play. I don't know if he was touched. Let's see the other angle. Let's see. Man, it's a lot of penetration in the backfield this game. Sheesh. Who's that? 70, whatever. 273. What did they go? Overload here? Nope. Just two tight end set, and they ran it to the weak side of the formation. Let me see. I mean, if he makes that block, there's something here potentially. I mean, he sees it because eventually he gets to it. That's where he's cutting. So, boom, he's putting that foot in the ground, and you see that vertical lane right there. I think if this guy on the edge is blocked, he might have had something here. Presses the outside. You see his angle. Okay, let's watch his first step. His first step, his toe is pointing at the outside tackle's foot. So his mark is aiming way out there. In zone, you kind of know that it's it kind of plays ABC, and I mean you can even go backside too. You even got the backside A sometimes, but you can see him working this out, and his angle allows him to do that. Now he can cut anywhere. You know what I mean? And it gave him the ability to be able to cut through this vertical lane here with 52, and I think it's 76 double teaming. And it looks like 88 does a good job too. You know, he just seals him off. He's just in the way. You kind of want to be in between him and the defender. You know, he got a hand on him. So if Reynolds bursts through there, that guy's going to have a tough time getting him. I don't even think he does. But golly, you want to see this. You want to see this guy get this block out here. Good effort, Reynolds. He didn't feel like he was touched. Kept running. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Little motion. There you go. Get up in there. Now, if I am being totally honest, like this is a good run, right? I think he's just a little too wide though. I would like this cut to be not even a cut. It's more of a vertical step. It's more of a getting downhill thing. He kind of rounds this off, and you see he kind of gets. He's allowing 40 to have a better shot at tackling him. So if he's kind of cutting up now, he doesn't run 240. So boom, right off that hash. If he's going up that hash right there, that guy inside he's not tackling him. Especially if he plants his foot and goes and switches the gear. He stays away from 40, and now you got a better chance of outrunning him, and now you're one-on-one with the safety. And we all know how that should go. And that's ideal for a running back. That's really what you want to be, is one-on-one with that safety, or end up with a corner or something like that. That's what, when you see that, your eyes should get super big. You know what I mean? Got motion. There we go. You see? It's just a little too wide. You want him to cut up right in there. Just get up right in there. There's about 3-4 yards in between him and 40. And now there's about 2. You know what I mean? Football is a game of inches. I don't know if you guys ever heard that. But when people say football is a game of inches, that is the most true statement that you can make about this game. That close. You know, that's the difference between a 50-yard run and a 12-yard run. There you go. I like that. I like that from this angle. Let's see the other angle. Okay, first let's see. Is it double tight end again? Yep. Double tight end, running weak side, zone. You see his path. Watch 94. So 94, you see how his head is on the right side? This guy's he's two-weighing it. He wants you to not go inside. He wants you to go outside because he knows that's his gap. Responsibility is the outside one. So he's kind of playing a little game here, this D tackle 94. So as soon as he gets him running outside and he feels like, the D lineman feels like he did his job, you see now he's on the other side. His helmet's on the other side because now that is his run lane. But the running back does a great job of pressing the landmark to get him to commit. Now that helps your O lineman. His head's on the right side. It's hard for the D lineman to get back. I mean, you got guys like Aaron Donald, Chris Jones, and Hayward, and people like that who are just freaks. But for the most part, you can kind of manipulate this block a little bit. You see what I'm saying? So think about this. Think about if it wasn't so cloudy in here and he kind of had a better lane. 94 is, look how much he's reaching. He's not really making a play. You know what I mean? He got a lot of help, so it helps him out, but he did a good job with his footwork there, manipulating the defense. Okay, there we go. There we go again. See, this is when you can make somebody miss in the backfield. That's how you make your money as a running back. Let's see the other angle. What is that? Double tight ends again? Did they run weak side? Or no, they were in play side with the motion. Ran play side this time. 94 beats the center across his face. Can't have that. That is not what you want in a zone play. Let's see if they get to this double team. They do end up getting to the double team. So here's what I mean by that. So the center, right, that's the one snapping the ball. You see how 94 is on his right side? He can't, in a zone play, he cannot allow him to get across his face, okay? Boom. He's across his face, and he also sheds the block. So he not only does he not get a good block, but he lets the guy get across his face. It makes it cloudy for the running back, but they get to the double team. So you got to imagine something would be there. I mean, even if he holds his block, let's say he gets a little bit more solid of a block and he's on his feet, he can even, this is where I'm saying, guys, cut backside A gap in zone. This is where the backside A gap would present itself. He's fighting so hard across. Okay, I'm going to just take you down there. And if he can get a clean block, you see right behind where he is, I know he's on the ground, but right behind where he is, there's a lane. And 74 is working up to this backside backer. They got the double team to that backer. So both of those guys are going to be reaching in there when you get through that vertical lane. But he gets what he can, drops the shoulder down. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. You want to see these guys be able to process things. It's definitely super. There you go. Get up out of there. I know I said you got to make the first guy miss, which he did. But open field, let's go. You got to smell it right here. You got to smell it. You got to smell it. Don't let that guy get to you. And then it's kind of the first tackle too. Or not the first tackle, but just, it kind of seems like when people get their hands on him, he's kind of done. You know what I mean? But if they don't get a clear tackle, he makes things happen. Okay, is this small, Jabari? Yeah, this is Jabari small. Okay. So again, double tight end set, running weak side. See, block down, double to the backer. Guys are getting blown up, man. Guys are really getting blown up. But let's see the other angle. It looks like he does what he can. Let's see. Because sometimes, here's the thing, sometimes the O-line can mess up, but the running back can still make them right. You know what I mean? So that's what you want to see out of your running back, is to be able to make these guys right. Let's see. Yeah. Holy. 74 is getting thrown out the club. He had a rough day, huh? He's getting thrown out the club. I'm not mad at this read. I'm not mad at the read. See, the fullback wanted to go inside too. He sees 99. He saw he dips in a little bit. Then he decides to go outside. That's not bad. You want him to stay on his feet though and get 38 a little bit more clear. Even though, yeah, you want him to get him a little bit more clear. The blocking is really just not that good. I'm gonna be honest. If I'm nitpicking a running back though, because no matter what, you still have to do your job. Let's see, was your track right? Okay. Let's see if this step got anybody. Yep. Got a few people. 25 wasn't fooled. He knew. That was a good job. Nothing going there. Nice. That was a nice finish. But from, let's see, from this look, I think he missed it. Wow, I think he missed it. Okay, let's see the other angle. See what he saw. I think he got a little too excited here. Let's see. Ah, he did, yeah. So, I'm not sure. I think he just gets anxious. So he as soon as he's getting the ball, he's making a move. Boom. You see what I'm saying? I think that's one of the biggest thing for basically the running back position and understanding football really is the timing of things, because right now he's probably, I know to the left it's probably just green grass and it looks like it's just wide open. But you have to understand this is the NFL now, you know? This is no longer a big play. This is no longer a big play. This is the NFL. You know what I mean? So I understand what he saw, but I feel like he needs a little bit more patience here. Just read it out a little bit more. Just press that a little more. He's going right to it. Just press it a little more, because these guys actually held up their blocks here, and you will have to see somebody in there. You know what I mean? There will be a defender playing that alley, but you have to see him. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You can't avoid every tackle, but you want to get the most yards you can out of every play. So even though he kind of makes a little something happen, it really wasn't what it should have been. He missed the hole. Plain and simple, he missed it. He knows he did too. You just want to see him press it a little more. Just stay patient. That's all. It's the NFL, but he'll learn, you know. I formation. Let's see the other angle. I kind of feel like this is the same thing. It looks like he's not really reading his blocks. He might be just trying to go, you know, because I mean, maybe, just maybe, it looked like everything is getting washed down. I mean, even I think the fullback actually makes the block. Okay, I see what he sees. Because first I thought he should have read the fullback's block and, you know, kind of ran off of that. And it would be dangerous to cut it all the way back. But hear me out. It looks like 25 is kind of playing that cutback, but I don't know. You just got to see me. I'm not mad at what he did. I just feel like I could have been happier with what he did. Let's see. Just boom, stick that foot and kind of cut back and help that tackle out here make that block on 44. Boom. I think that might have been a move there. It's the cutback. But I understand what he saw as well, and it's moving fast. So you know what I mean. But that's what you want to see a running back be able to diagnose. Toss, sweep. Let's see. Okay, so they used the wide receiver for the DN and pulled the tackle for the corner. I want to say this may be the same, but I know. See, I know for a fact they're telling him to get out there because they wouldn't be pulling this tackle for a corner if they didn't want him getting outside. Now, maybe, just maybe, but I know he sees him. He sees him outside, but you want to kind of see him get back out there. So, boom, on contact. Get out there. Get back out. You know what I mean? I know what he sees. I know what he sees, though. This does tell him right here, this action is telling him to cut it up. He sees the butt of the tackle. That's telling him to cut it up. The corner spins inside. He just guessed. The corner guessed and spun inside. Now, if he would have gave him a jab inside, then back out. Like, you see how it kind of looked like he's going back out? Like here, in. It looked like he's going back out. He cuts, like, right behind the tackle. He still gets behind the guy. The guy doesn't see him. But I think he gets further away from Colson and those guys. See this angle. I'm not mad at it though. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, so we're watching this as if this is the day after the game and we're in the film room and I'm a coach and I'm watching the film with the guys. That's how we're breaking this film down. You know what I mean? We're not trying to make guys look good. We're not trying to make guys look bad. We're looking at this for exactly what it is so we can really evaluate players and see what they are. And I'm not upset with that. The blocking is not good at all. They didn't have good blocking all game. I felt like with what they had, they did a good job. They did an exceptional job. Reynolds. I just think Reynolds is he's a very sound player. I think Reynolds is a sound player. I think there's things in this game he has to work on, like breaking that first tackle or making a guy miss in the open field. Not saying he's terrible at it, but I think he needs to become elite at it to become a guy. You know what I mean? But like this is a great path. Like this seems so simple and like nothing, but this is a great path. If you have great blocking and you're pressing the toes of this outside guy here like this, boom. Look at his angle. His angle is straight outside. Boom. Right here, it looks like it's an outside play, but it's zone. He's just reading it. He's just reading it. Then he has the fullback leading up through. You would like to see the fullback looking up. So the fullback maybe should have got 50, but I understand why he doesn't see him. But his eyes should be back inside. Like here, now his eyes should be going back inside. Like he should be looking back inside. He shouldn't be looking still to the left. And as you can see, he gets to a defender from that side, but he just wasn't quick enough looking that way. I think Reynolds did, what he could. Not mad. And again, there you go. There you go. Just like that. Let's see the other angle there. Same thing without a fullback. Now look. Look what his track does. Look at that, all the flow. Look at all that flow. So this is what I was talking about on that one play when I said he should have cut it back behind that tackle. This is the exact same thing. And as you can see, it's not that he would have broke the play, but look how much more yardage he got. You know what I'm saying? This is a game of inches. This is the difference between a 3rd and 4 and a 3rd and 3. You know what I mean? it's the difference between that being a first down and not, and you punting the ball. Big difference. I love this right here. Just watch the tempo. Look at the track, and he gets right downhill, no wasted steps, right to it. As the famous Coach Lou would say, strike the band. Boom. It's easy. You love that. That right there is beautiful. That's poetry. That is football poetry. Jabari Small. Again, more leakage in the backfield. Let's see the other angle. It's a cloudy picture, but I understand, and I do, and this is something that's kind of it would be a preference depending on the player. So like, if I know that a certain player can do certain things, like Le'Veon Bell, for instance, he can be a little bit more patient than most people because that's how he's running. He's successful at it. So when I see him being extra patient, and it might hurt him sometimes, but I understand it. You know what I mean? It's okay when it happens like that. But if it's something that's like that and it's a problem, then it becomes an issue, Because see, this is what I mean by that. So this guy's getting beat across his face, and you want to see some type of explosion, really, because there's nothing else here. If you're going to make this guy miss, you got to hurry up. This is the NFL. You know what I mean? You have to hurry up. This won't help. And even though the lineman misses block, there's still something there. Go. Just go. Just go. Go. Or, I mean, I know it would be difficult to get outside of him. I'm not even going to say that. But you got to go. That's a waste of a step there. Let's see. See the other angle. This might be the same instance where it's not. Let me see. Okay. So again, just a little more patient. Just a little more. So I can know that's the number one thing when you get to the league is the speed. So it's probably moving at 1,000 miles per hour to him. But just be a little more patient. And I think this is his backside. A little more patient. You don't really got nobody in the backfield. You could take your time a little bit with this one. Let those blocks set up. Let them develop. A lot of them don't really have a block clean. So you want them to kind of, get on the guy. Who's this, 62? 62 doesn't really have a good block on him. You would have liked to see him cut it back. It's a little cloudy, but I think patience is his number one thing he needs to work on right now. Get a little more patient. See, even here, I can I saw it from the gate. From the gate, I could just tell he's moving too fast. So even his first step, it's like 1, 2, when it should be like 2. You know what I'm saying? Then he's like, You gotta just go. You know what I'm saying? Set up that run, set up that lane, and go. Let me see. I understand. I understand. He followed the fullback in there, and there is a hole. If they can get some movement, there is. Excuse me. I do understand. I understand what he saw and why he made that decision. This, it looks a little bit more clear. It looks like there's something to the left, which you can argue, but you got to be aware of. See, these guys kind of got their blocks here. 40 just kind of, he got to make a way, bulldoze through there. Next play. There you go. Now, okay, now I'm going to explain something of what I meant before. So you know how I said in the backfield how some players, it's how they are, so you kind of got to let it go. It looks like he doesn't cut, he kind of jump cuts. So, like, that may just be his game, you know what I mean? Look. So you see this right here, I want to get rid of this. You got to get rid of this step here. Let's get a little bit more smooth. And I know at the speed of the game, probably first game under the lights against a different opponent in the NFL. And he makes this guy miss, which is what you want to see. That's what you want to see. So good play. I just think it could be a better play. That's all. I think we can get better on every rep. There's something we can work on every rep. Ba-ba. You see that? Ba-ba. Let's get rid of that. Instead, let's keep pressing. Like, keep pressing. Just keep pressing. Just keep pressing. You get to that. Boom. Now go. Get your feet down and go. Boom. Go. You don't got a lot of time in the NFL. Get those feet back on the ground and go. Boom, boom, bow. Now go. Not mad. Good run. Just could be better. Go, you got motion. See what I mean? That's kind of how he processes things, though. I understand it. Let's see the other angle. That's kind of how he processes things, which is fair. But when you're going to move like that, it got to be special. Like, it has to be different. So, see, I'm not mad here. It's a little bit more patience. But this is what I want. This is what I don't like when running backs do. Don't just ride the wave on a lineman like this. Unless this is a short yardage type of thing or goal line, then okay. But like, now you see how, look, so look at the patience. And look what it does. Now they're able to get to that double team. The double team comes to them. So now, off of that, you want to be able to go. So now it should be go. Go. Make a decision. Make that decision and go. Because he almost squirts out through here. But he's just too close to the lineman. They're grabbing him while they're getting blocked. You want to give them some space. Let these linemen work. They don't want to run it back up their butt. You know, they don't want to run it back up their back on their back unless it's goal line or short yardage. Okay. I think he missed it. So the thing, let me see. I know what he saw, but that's both of your pullers. So he didn't follow any one of his pullers. And if you watch me, you know what I'm going to say. Follow your pullers to the promised land. They are going to take you there every time. Might not be a touchdown, but it's the difference between yards. And this is a game of inches. So if you can manipulate the game by gaining extra yardage in a game of inches, you'll be a pretty good contender, I would say. Let's see the other angle. She's 88. He got bent back. Okay. I know what he saw. This. So this is tough. They haven't been getting good blocking all day, honestly. Like it's been very cloudy. And as a running back, you want to get a rhythm, just the same as quarterback, receiver, anybody on the offensive side of the ball. You want to kind of get a rhythm, and it's hard to get a rhythm when it's not the same or not what it's supposed to be each time, and you kind of got to guess. So you kind of can't anticipate. So right here, he's anticipating like, okay, he should get him. They're doubling to him. I got a pooler coming around to him. He's kind of anticipating that. And sometimes you do have to just react. A guy may get beat here and there, but when you got like 3 or 4 people who aren't giving you clear blocks, it gets tough, and you start to kind of overthink what you're trying to do, and you want to get positive yards, so you just start running in there and trying to go forward as much as you can. But I think maybe he should have followed his guys out here. I'm following the pullers, even if it's cloudy like that. But I understand what he saw. Here we go. Okay. Coach Lou, you're back. We back with another Coach Lou famous quote. Ball security equals job security. Okay? Ball security equals job security. Now, especially when you're trying to make a name in a preseason game. And I can tell you, I promise you, before I even saw the fumble, my first reaction was about to be, it looks like he's kind of just going through the motions, like he might be tired or something, or he's not trying to break. Like, to me, he's kind of going through the motions. He's not really trying to break. And I understand his feet kind of get out of whack here. But this is what I'm saying. Get up off that. All that pitter pattern in there. Which I'm not mad at if you can make it happen, because he makes a guy miss essentially. But it's here when you're going to the ground. Keep that ball high and tight. Fall on your face. It's okay. You got equipment on. Fall on your face. But he get Peanut Tillman punched. Ball on the ground. Luckily, they get it back. Can't fumble. This here, I think the best snap takes him off of where he's supposed to go. And who is this? This is not neither. This is Sailors. Jacob Sailors. Okay, so this is his first rep in the game. Usually people's first rep is going to be at 1,000 miles per hour. He doesn't know what's going on. You know what I mean? Like he's just getting thrown in there. He's trying to make a name for himself. The lights are bright. I get it. But this is indeed an opportunity that you have to take advantage of. And he did not. Even though the snap is high. See, it's difficult. These blocks are not good at all. These blocks are not good at all. Like, to the point, I mean, watching this film back is just like, what do you even do? You know what I mean? You can tell your running backs, whatever. You just got to work on alignment, assignment, make sure they did what they were supposed to do. Make sure they're running hard, their effort's there. You want to see stuff like that, because this blocking was horrendous. This is horrendous. Let's see. Jabari small back in. I mean, same thing. They kind of dialed up a good play. They got a blitz here on the edge. Dialed up a good play here on defense. But I see what you see. So it should hit right up the hash. But who's this? 75? 75 is supposed to get more of a kick out block, or it's supposed to be more so of a kick out block. He lets the guy get inside. So now you can see here on contact. He wants to go inside, but now he sees 59 inside. But also 40's in the lane out there. So there's really nowhere for him to go. There's nowhere for him to go. So stick your foot in the ground, put your pads down. Now I think that's like right here, he has to realize that it's over. You know what I mean? And I know I always say like you want to see the running back give the extra effort, but you have to understand that there's times for it and there's times for not to do that. There's times for you not to do that. And this is one of those times where it's just like it's over. The play's blown up. There's really nowhere for you to go but straight. So what you want to do is just lower your shoulder and run your feet. And I don't mean lower your shoulder as in lower your head too and just run straight into the ground. I mean lower your shoulder and try to pump your feet forward to get yards. See, I don't like when running backs get tackled in the like around the line of scrimmage and you see their back. I don't think you should see their back. It's a good tackle, but I think that one's on the running back there. And that does it, folks, for the Detroit Lions running game. You saw Craig Reynolds, Jabari Small, and then a little bit of Jacob Sailors. But overall, I think the O-line really had a bad game. But we saw some things from these running backs that I think we can get a good analysis of them. And just know, kind of what they got behind Montgomery and Gibbs. Which, I mean, those two are phenomenal. So to be behind them, you know what I mean? You want to kind of not have a drop off when you get to that point. But nonetheless, I think these guys did okay. I would say they did okay. It looks like patience and mainly patience is the big thing to take away from here. Patience and knowing when to turn it on and turn it off. I didn't see really a second gear from anybody, but I also didn't see too many open field instances where they were able to. But overall, I think these guys did a good job. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys want. The players you guys want me to look at. I usually do running backs every week, especially with the season here now. It'll be every week. There will be running back. I at least do the Steelers always, but I also do random teams. If you guys put in the comments like people you want me to look at or, people whose film you want me to go over, running backs mainly. I can do film on other positions, but I kind of want to keep it to running back because running backs don't get a lot of love in today's game. And I think it's an underwhelming, the coverage they get for as much as they do. So, yeah. Hey, man, appreciate you guys tuning in to Run It Back NASA. We will be back, guys. Stay locked in. Stay tuned in. Like I said, tell me what you guys want, who you guys want me to talk about, man. And we out of here, baby. Let's go.